Loretta Lynn's family is hoping the power of prayer can clear a path to good health for a beloved father, grandfather, husband, brother, and uncle. I'm scared. We can't lose him, Crystal Lynn says. She's talking about her husband, Ernie, who's Loretta's fourth child, second son with Oliver Doolittle Lynn. A brief family history is valuable here because Loretta had 7 siblings and 6 kids, most of whom have had children of their own, including one quite famous singer that we'll talk about in a moment. It can be kind of confusing. In the third line here, you can see all of her kids, including Ernest Ray, born just before twins Peggy and Patsy. Ernest didn't chase music dreams as hard as some of his siblings did, but he was musical. In 2020, Loretta shared this birthday photo montage in which she explains how he went on the road with her and is one of her closest friends. Love that. I also found this one-of-a-kind performance from a show called Pop Goes the Country, in which Ernest Ray sings the Allman Brothers Band, Ramblin' Man.
I was born a ramblin' man.
Ernest Ray, or Ernie, has been in and out of hospitals for several months, but just 1 month ago, his wife Crystal seemed so hopeful. His kidney is failing, and his family is desperately hopeful that he's in line for a new one soon. In fact, as you'll see in just a moment, Crystal's message is part update, part prayer request, and part manifestation of an outcome she's hoping for. I'm scared, she writes. His family is scared. We can't lose him. He can't stay sick and leave things the way they are, though. This all goes back to January when Loretta's team shared that Ernest Ray would need a critical surgery as the result of a kidney failure. A few days later, Crystal updated saying that they'd really turned a corner. Quote, God can do what we cannot, and he has done it, she shared on Facebook. Fast forward to early April and a critical doctor's appointment and tests that would determine if he'd be able to get a new kidney. This is what Crystal was hoping for. Quote, I want to see my baby happy again. I want to see my baby healthy again. Things took a turn for the worse this week. Crystal shares that her husband has been in and out of the hospitals this week and is set to undergo an exploratory procedure on Wednesday morning. She says it's routine for the doctors, but her mind is going crazy thinking of the possible outcomes. Thumbs up this video or send a note to her below if you can relate to that. Quote, to think that we or the doctors can handle these issues alone would be foolish. And frankly, I wouldn't dream of going through this process or this life without God at our side at all times, she says. That's when Crystal asks for prayers, and that's when she starts to manifest the outcome she wants, which includes that successful kidney transplant. I am here to speak into fruition that my husband will get through this procedure with flying colors, that our God Almighty will protect him, and that he will heal him quickly and completely, thus allowing him to feel better than he has in years. You might have spotted it on that family tree, but Ernest is an uncle to Emmy Russell, who's currently crushing it on American Idol. When she's not updating followers about her husband's health, Crystal Lynn is cheering her niece on. Emmy is Patsy's daughter. Let me know if you recall Patsy and Peggy as country duo The Lynns back in the 1990s. I'm not certain how many children Ernie has, but I do know he has one daughter from his first marriage. Her name is Taylor. She's an active country music artist. In fact, recently she teamed up with Trey Twitty, grandson to Conway Twitty. Together, they're Twitty and Lynn, and they just released an album that harkens way back to all the great albums that Loretta Lynn and Conway Twitty recorded and released together. Before I split, here are some of the heartfelt comments on Crystal Lynn's post. Ernie is called a strong man and a fighter, and literally everyone heaped prayers and well wishes on this family. They've been through a lot lately, including Loretta's death in 2022 and a devastating flood 1 year prior, and now Ernest's poor health. I've dropped another video I think you'll enjoy right here, and YouTube selected one they think you'll like right here. I'm Billy Dukes for Taste of Country. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing.